Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 11. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim I heard pushing his gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be upon the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. This is Brother Quanah Wath coming back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Shai, Lord will. It is edifying, Lord will. It is straight to the point. But I was ultimately just doing some reading, as seeing some of these articles, man, and I came across one, which it's heavy, man. It's heavy, but I got a couple videos I want to play too. They're pretty short, like a minute and a half, almost 2 minutes each, and we'll ultimately we'll go from there. All right, first one's right here.
I'm probably going to get a lot of slack for this, but based on my observation, right, I honestly feel like black women carrying their own men. We literally carrying our own men at times. We act like Karens. What do I mean by that? Y'all seen those videos where you have white women who play victim because they're being recorded. We know this, but they'll play victim when they're around a black man, or if they feel like they're not in control or intimidated, they'll play victim. Black women, we do the same things. We'll get the law or courts involved when we feel like we're not in control or we're not getting what we want, between the publicly shaming and insulting of our men, to act like we're victims in every situation when dealing with men. We carrying our own men. I've just seen too many instances and too many situations where we are doing things out of spite, and to say that we're not is a straight up lie. I just think it's amazing that women in general just think whatever a woman says, it's the truth. When we all have seen time and time again, women are liars just as much as men are liars. I'm not going to believe a woman because she's a woman. I need to know the story. I need details. I need to know the type of woman you are. You just don't up and believe women just to up and believe women, because once again, women will lie just as much as men will lie. So, black women, I honestly feel like at times we Karen or act like Karens when it comes to our own men.
All right, so I'm gonna play the second video real quick. This is Elder Menata Zakbar's video.
A new survey asked women where they do not want to be taken on a first date. Listen up, single gentlemen in the studio. The library. Yeah, that's one of them. Let's count down the most popular answers. At number 6, a movie theater. Boo! Why? I love a movie theater.
You can't talk. You get to know somebody.
Oh, there's Sandra with her logic. Okay. Number 5, Olive Garden. I object to this.
I'm sorry. I love the salad at the Olive Garden.
Salad and breadsticks at the Olive Garden all day, day.
No.
Number 4, Chipotle. Okay, maybe not on a first date.
Yeah.
A burrito bowl goes a long way, but maybe not on a first date. Number 3, Chili's.
The taco explosion salad, the quesadilla explosion salad is really good there, just so you know.
Number 2, Applebee's, your neighborhood grill.
They have the best drinks.
Wow, they do have good drinks and good happy hour. Yeah. But where is the number 1 place that women do not want to go on a first date? Show us. What? The Cheesecake Factory. Women say no. In fact, there was a viral video on TikTok where a woman refused to get out of the car to go on her first date because he pulled up to the Cheesecake Factory.
That's kind of rude.
Rude.
I love the Cheesecake Factory.
It's the top spot. It's a chain. I mean, listen, it's pricier than Chipotle. I love their bread basket. They've got a menu that's almost as thick as a dictionary.
Right.
All right, Shalom.
All right, so you're seeing a theme here, right? You're seeing a theme, as far as, women and how they treat, their man, and more specifically, right, how Israelite women, treat their men. right? We just watched the first video. There was it was obviously a, so-called, or looked to be like a Judite woman, so-called black woman, and she was ultimately going over facts, right? How the so-called black woman treats their man, and how at times, they will, again, play the victim, right? When in reality, they're the one that's at fault, and ultimately, hinder, that man, right, by calling the cops, having him put in jail, or even calling child support, or which we've seen videos like that, right, in times past, many times, and then there was this new list, which I can't find the picture, the full picture. It had a woman standing next to it, and then it had a long list. It was like 20 or 30 something places where these women don't want to be taken on a first date. And a lot of these places are expensive, man. The Cheesecake Factory is not an expensive place, man. Or, not an inexpensive place. It is very expensive, But these women are ultimately, which we've seen videos after videos of women wanting to be taken to places, the first date anywhere from $200-$300, $400-$500 on the first date, right? These women are, all about, just the money and, stuff like that, man. They don't really care, about, the man. And this is why men have that saying in the world, right? That, she's not your woman. It's just your turn, man, And a lot of you women, man, a lot of you women are going to get judged, man, because you women will sit here and tell a man, oh, he's, or that he needs to spend this much, and if he doesn't spend that much, and you won't treat him like he's anything, right? You might date him to get whatever he wants, right, or whatever you want, out of him, right? But turn around and cheat on the man, right? You commit adultery, you do all different types of, give the man hell, right? You women are going to get judged for that, man, right? All you women, right? But more specifically, right, you Israelite women, because y'all are the worst, man, right? Out of all the Israelite women, it's the so-called black woman who's the worst, man. But nonetheless, all you Israelite women are like this, man. At one point or another, right? And this is why I brought up, in the beginning, Isaiah, the 32nd chapter, right? Rise up, you women that are at ease, right? Because you women really think that you just got it easy, right? You think that everything's going to be all peachy keen, right? Well, no, man. Right? We're in a time of great judgment, right? Where the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is bringing great judgment upon the earth, right? And a lot of you women are getting hit too, And I want to bring up this account in this article, and this is, ultimately a judgment that the Lord brought, upon the so-called Afghanis, right? The Ishmaelites that are over there in Afghanistan, man, And they got hit with 2 earthquakes, right? One just days after another, right? And it says right here, it says more than 90% of people killed by Western Afghanistan quake, right? Earthquake, were women and children, right? The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua talked about, and great earthquakes in diverse places, man, right? And this is what's happening, right? You just had one in Morocco. Now you have one in Afghanistan, man. And in this one, right, it says 90% of the people that were killed were women and children, right? Let's read. It says Islamabad, right? It says more than 90% of people killed by the 6.3 magnitude earthquake in western Afghanistan last weekend were women and children, the UN officials reported Thursday. It says Taliban officials said Saturday's earthquake killed more than 2,000 people of all ages and genders across Herat province. The epicenter was in Zindajan district, where 1,294 people died, 1,688 people were injured, and every home was destroyed according to UN figures, right? And this is real short, so we're going to finish it off. It says women and children were more likely to have been at home when the quake struck in the morning, said Sadiq Ibrahim, the chief of the UNICEF field office in Herat, where the first quake hit. People thought it was an explosion and they ran into their homes, they said. So there you go, right? So hundreds of people, mostly women, remain missing in Zindajan. So even then, right, you got 90% of that 2,000 people killed, right, were women, and you still have women that were missing, man, that are missing, right, currently, right? So Lord's bringing judgment upon you women, man, right? You women and your children, you know? Lord ain't playing with y'all no more, man. Lord is bringing mass judgment. This is why you have to get right now, right? You have to sit there and put off that whorish, put off that worldly ass mindset, right? And get right, right? Turn back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, right? And get in order, right? Because a lot of you women are fucking out of order, man. Right? You women constantly running your damn mouths, right? You women constantly bucking up against your man, right? If you have one. And if you don't, you're hopping from rod to rod to rod. That's out of order. That's nasty. That's disgusting. That's sinful, man. And the Lord's finna deal with y'all, man. Lord ain't playing with y'all, man. We're in the time of great judgment. Great judgment. So all that attitude of acting like a Karen, right, unto your man, you know, and sitting here saying, oh, no, you got to spend this much. You got to make this much, right? You got to have 6 figures, be 6 foot and 6-pack of abs, right? That 666 wicked ass vibration, right? That shit's going to lead to you being put to death, man. You know, the Lord tells you how you women are supposed to be, right? Dress in modest apparel, right? Matter of fact, let's grab that, right? Be shamefaced, modest apparel. What is that? 2 Timothy's. Suck it, 1 Timothy. Right. This is 1 Timothy's chapter 2 and verse 9. It says, in like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but that which becometh women professing godliness with good works, right? Right, so you women are. These are just a few characteristics that you women are supposed to have. You know, supposed to be shamefaced, right? Supposed to constantly be dressing in modest apparel. But you got women out here, man. That you know, you go into a retail store like a Walmart or something. You don't even know, right? The women that are coming out, right? You look at them and you don't know if you're going into a strip club or not, man. And it's supposed to be Walmart, but that's how the women are dressing, man. Right? They dressing like harlots, man. You know, they're dressing like harlots, man, acting like harlots, man. But yet they don't want to be called a hoe. They don't want to be called a slut or anything like that. Like it's disrespectful. No, man. You know, calling a fucking spade, man. And you getting upset at it, you know, and you treat men wrong when they ultimately look at you or they treat you according to how you dress. People dressing like whores want to be treated like queens, man. You know? Right? So you need to ultimately go back to the drawing board, man. You need to go back to the instruction manual on how you're supposed to live, right? Which is the scriptures, man. The words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. This is how you're supposed to live, right? This is righteousness, man. This is what is right, right? It says, verse 11, it says, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, right? So you're supposed to be quiet, right? Be quiet, right? But the average woman just runs her mouth, man. She don't ever stop running her mouth, you know? Especially the so-called nigger woman, man. Right? It says, verse 12, it says, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence, right? Right? You women are to be under the control of your husband, man. You know? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, that's just how it's supposed to be. You know? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you don't like it, hey, well, guess what? Right? You ultimately going to be destroyed. You know, because this is the standard that's ultimately going to be pushed in the earth, right? When the Lord ultimately, sets up his kingdom, right? The words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And if you don't follow that standard, you will be destroyed. You know? 2/3 of you Israelites that don't want to follow this standard now are going to be destroyed on this side. And you're going to have to come back through the loins of the elect into righteousness, right? So either way, you're going to follow the scriptures, so why not do it now? You know? But we understand only 1/3 is going to get it, right? The rest of you Israelites are going to have to perish, man. Right? So this is the standard that we are supposed to, follow. But again, you got 2/3 of our people that don't want to listen, right? And what does the Lord say, right? What does he say, man? Second Esdras chapter 15 and verse 24, it says, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. Right. So woe to you, right? Destruction, right? Death to you, right? A lot of you women, hey, when Jacob's trouble pops off, a lot of you women are going to be in a bad case, in a very bad case. And I don't have to sit here and go over every single detail, right? For you to know, hey, when there's no police, right? You got these foreign troops on American soil. Or you think they're going to care about you? You think the average person is going to care about you? Right? When all hell breaking loose, martial law is declared, chaos rings forth, right? The grid is shut down, which, mind you, I was driving a lady, this quick little testimony. I was driving a lady today, and she had just flew back from Las Vegas, right? She had just flew back from Las Vegas, and she said she read it to me in the car, right? She had gotten a text, from, I guess, the state saying that, Las Vegas, or I think it was Nevada, in the text it says the state of Nevada, right? Ultimately a power outage happened in the whole state, And she was sitting there tripping. She was like, it was a bad time. I had to get out of there. I had to try to find the earliest flight. She was wigging out, man. And she wasn't even in this situation. She was in my car here in Arizona, away from the whole state, and she was still wigging out about it, man. So what are you people going to do, right, when that situation has happened to you and you're in the mix, right? This isn't something that you heard about or have been hearing about. This is something that now you're going to be going through, right? This situation is going to come upon you women here soon, right? When Jacob's trouble happens, you women are going to be asked out, right? You're going to need a man of the Lord, right? You're going to need a man of the Lord when those times come, As it says right here, verse 25, it says, I will not spare them, right? The Lord's not going to spare any of y'all, man. The Lord is not going to spare one man, woman, or children. He don't care. He has no respect of persons, right? It says, I will not spare them. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. It says, for the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destructions. That's right, man. So you're going to be brought to death because of your wickedness, because of your evil. Lord ain't playing with y'all, man. Y'all need to get right, man. Right? This is the last time. This very well could be the last time the Lord ultimately brings, a lesson to y'all, attention, right, about getting right, man. This could be the last time. So you'd want to take heed. You would want to take heed to this word that's being spoken. Otherwise, that's your ass, man. And we'll finish off with this. When, again, a quick little warning to these women, man. Warning to you women, get right. And we understand that there are women, right, that are taking heed to this word, right, to the best of their ability, doing what they got to do for their man, But again, right, with this message is to, the rest of you women that aren't taking heed. Take heed, otherwise that's going to be your ass, right? Acts 3 and 23, and it shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people. Look that word destroyed up, man. Look that word destroyed up in the online etymology. This is what the Lord's saying He's going to do, So with that, Lord will is edifying, Lord will is straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rachak, Wadash, that belongs to the other apostles, the other bishops, the great millstone. Till next time, I say shalom.